We are joined here by Jamey Boyum at the scene of a crash that we first reported on with Kerry Compton in our traffic updates. Jamey, what can you tell us about where you're at?
Well, I finally got a little information on this because when I got here, the truck was still here. SWEPCO was here on scene. They have left now. This is the pole in question behind me here. And apparently an 18-wheeler was pulling out, much like this vehicle is right here, and hit don't know what these things are called. It's
Is it like a utility pole?
Well, it's a metal pole like you see in Washington, D.C. to keep people from driving into buildings. It's kind of like that, all right? I don't know what those are called. So I'm going to have to look that up. But yeah, it's at Super One Foods here at Birdsong and High. And 18-wheeler came in and hit this. It may have come in contact with the pole. I'm not really sure, but as you can see, it's a pretty big piece of metal right here, and it caught this on fire right here behind me and disrupted the power going in to Super One. Right now, the manager tells me that they do have a generator in place to run cash registers and stuff, and they have a bigger generator coming in so that they can keep the food cold. He told me that they have stuff packed in dry ice right now. They have dry ice all over the place so they can keep all their cold goods cold. So hopefully they're not going to have to throw anything out. At this point, that's all good. I guess I didn't ask him if they were open, but I assume that they are because he told me that the registers were going. So I don't know what lights really had been in there. But so yeah, they're going to get a generator in pretty quickly and get powered all the stuff they need to get power to in there. And then also SWEPCO is working on getting the stuff they need to come out here and fix this. And that's probably going to be around by 3-ish. That's what the SWEPCO guys are saying. So it has not disrupted any of the power to the neighborhood. Apparently the only people that are without power is Super One over here. So it's pretty much business as usual. Apparently they were able to get this out pretty quickly, and there was no injuries or anything like that. So yeah, the 18-wheeler that the driver who hit this, he pulled off, I don't know, 5 minutes ago, something like that. So looks like everything's good. Not a whole lot of mayhem here, yeah. But there was a fire, and an 18-wheeler was kind of blocking the road there for a little bit. But they have the situation under control. In fact, they got electricians over here right now, kind of checking things out. I'm sure, they got to figure out how to get the generator wired into the system so that they can give power to everything. I would imagine they're not going to try running cords all over the place. They're probably going to plug it into the electrical system. I know a little bit about that because I'm going through that process actually. So what has to happen is wires have to be hooked into a circuit breaker box, and so that they can get like a 50-amp plug and plug that in, and then that in turn will power the store rather than just running a whole bunch of cords all over.
So it sounds like, it's unfortunate, of course, not something anyone would want to happen, but all things considered, no injuries. The power is very isolated that was affected. SWEPCO is made aware of it, and that the fix, I guess, is scheduled for around 3 p.m. this afternoon?
Yes, that's what SWEPCO was saying. Those guys can't go on camera or anything, but I can talk to them. And yeah, he said, he was also speaking to the manager, and he said that probably about 3-ish, something like that, they should have back to normal. So I can walk around here and give you a better look at this.
So when we reported this in the traffic news, we were told that it hit the utility pole, but it hit that blocking pole that then affected underground the utility wires?
Yeah, it looks like that's what happened. You can see the wires right here, and apparently the wires go. I don't know if they go up. No, I think they go underneath the ground here, back over into to Super One to power it. So this is the part right here that the problem was. This is what obviously caught on fire, and started shooting up the pole. I'm not sure if the pole has to be replaced. Perhaps not. I think the pole's okay, but obviously they have to replace all this wiring here so that they can get all this stuff back up and running.
That makes sense, Jamey. Well, thank you for calling and letting us know, giving us some sights and sounds to that initial report that we had coming into the newsroom earlier this morning. And I'm sure we will continue to update you guys on this as soon as SWEPCO comes in and successfully restores that power. Thanks for calling in again, Jamey.
You bet. Fortunately, it didn't really affect the neighborhood, just the store itself.
Fantastic. All right, Jamey, we will talk to you soon.
All right.
Once again, that is Jamey Boyum.